Can I be honest with you? I am bad news. I'm not your friend. I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna break you. Any questions?
Hey guys, Lucas here again for another movie review. Today it's for Zero Dark 30, the very controversial film by Catherine Bigelow about the 2011 raid on Osama Bin Laden and the events that led to that. And it's also written by Mark Boal, who also wrote The Hurt Locker with her. And this has been a film that I think most people wanted to see, especially because they started it before Osama Bin Laden was killed, and they had to change the ending and stuff. And then just the recent controversy on the torture scenes and stuff. So I think a lot of people were intrigued to see it. I myself was included, especially when the reviews started coming out and all the hype on it. So did it live up to the hype? I'm going to start with the performances. This has got to be one of the best ensemble cast of the year. You got Jessica Chastain as the main character, Maya, and then you got a huge supporting cast around her, including Mark Strong, Jason Clarke, who I recognize from Lawless. You got a huge cast here. You got James Gandolfini, Mark Duplass. The list just goes on and on. I'm forgetting probably 80% of the cast right now, but the cast is huge and the performances are all fantastic by everyone. And I think they probably knew that this is an important movie. This is not just your everyday movie. This is a pretty important movie, and you gotta be pretty can't mess around on a movie like this. So I'm sure everyone brought their A game, and also I'm forgetting people like Chris Pratt from Parks and Recreation and Joel Edgerton from Warrior fame. And like I said, there's just a huge amount of people. Jessica Chastain is an up-and-coming actress. She's been in a lot of things, also in Lawless this year too, but she's really kind of coming into her own and might become one of the next big leading ladies, and she will definitely get her first nomination here. I don't know if she should win Best Actress, but she should definitely get nominated because she was really good, and her character is a much different character. Her person is a much different person than from the beginning of this movie to the end of this movie, and I'm not sure how the real Maya in real life, if she started out like this and ended like this, but the character in the movie was very interesting transformation from how she was in the beginning to the end. I think Catherine Bigelow and everyone involved, they knew that they had to really put their all into this movie and make it as realistic and as true to real events as possible. And that's what makes this movie really disturbing in a lot of scenes, just the realism of these scenes, and not only the realism, but the fact that that some of this stuff has happened, or something like these events have happened. So it adds a very, very, I wouldn't say it's, for some people it's definitely going to be hard to watch, but at the same time it makes it all that much more engrossing, but at the same time realize how scary this whole operation was, and also the process of watching tapes and traveling across countries, and really just shows the level of stress that this job and this whole thing took on people, and the tediousness of this job. And I remember when I saw The Hurt Locker at home, I fell asleep, not because the movie was bad, but from what I remember, the movie was good, but I just remember the movie having a huge level of suspense during the bomb scenes. And Catherine Bigelow, I think, could be like the new master of suspense, because she does that in this movie, whether it's just people talking or when there's actually a suspenseful moment coming out and you don't know if we should trust this person or we can trust this person. She always has a level of tension throughout the movie. Characters can just be sitting in in the CIA computer room, and there will still be a sense of tension, especially through a couple of scenes in the movie. No one's really safe, and it's pretty unpredictable, and anything could happen at any time. So it really adds this sense of tension and really just kind of almost uneasiness throughout the whole movie, and really kind of great to watch at the same time, but you're also nervous while watching the movie, so that's a big compliment to the director. In the last 20 minutes of this movie, the actual raid on the house, is very intense and again very realistic. I was just imagining, like, obviously we don't know how it went down exactly, but this movie to me provides what I think actually most likely happened during the raid. And the thing that I like about it is not, it doesn't turn into an action movie in the last 20 minutes. It still treats this very seriously. It doesn't have this big, like, gung-ho, let's go get Bin Laden thing about it. It's really just kind of like, okay, it's a job that needed to get done, and yeah, we're happy about it, but we're not taking, but the movie doesn't treat it like, you know, some big action climax. So that was really impressive. Honestly, this is a near perfect movie. If I have any complaints, is that in the middle it drags a little bit, and it is 2 hours and 37 minutes. And I was thinking, well, you know, if they cut this movie by like 10 minutes or so, I probably would have loved it even more. They just fixed the pacing problems. But then I was thinking, if you cut out certain scenes, that may have taken away from what these people actually did in real life and taken away some important information in the story. So at the same time, I understand its length. It's one of those movies that feels long, but even though you can definitely recognize there's slow parts, you're still always entertained because the story is so fascinating. And honestly, I think this is a movie that a lot of people should watch. I usually don't say this about movies, but I think this is an important movie to see. Not only is it just a movie you should see just because how good it is, but it's really just an important movie, I think, for a lot of people to see. So I really love this movie. It's definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year. It's definitely one of the most important movies I've seen in a while. And I think it was handled extremely well, because this is definitely one of the trickiest movies that you can make. Just because it does feel a little bit slow and the pacing can be a little off here and there, I'm going to give it 4.5. But if someone said, hey, well, let's go see Zero Dark 30 again, I would definitely go see it again, and I recommend everyone to see it when it comes out in full release in January. So that's my review of Zero Dark 30. Please subscribe, comment. If you have seen it, I really want to know what you think. I know it's probably only out in LA and New York, but if you have seen it, please comment on what you thought of it, and if you want to see it, please let me know. And then also expect my review for Django Unchained to be my last review of the year, and then I will be doing my best list and possibly my worst list too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
If you're right, the whole world's gonna win in on this.
You will never find him. He is one of the disappeared ones.